Hello students, this video is presented to you by Ms. Swati Rohela, a Kendriya Vidyalaya teacher. And in this video students, we are going to do an EVS chapter of class 4th, which is a reverse tale. So let's begin now. First of all, I want to show you this picture of a river in which the journey of this river is shown to you. And you can see how changes happen in river as it passes through forests, many villages and towns. In the beginning students, you can see the color of the water is blue, but how drastically it changed in the end. Also, number of fish were very large in the beginning, but in the end they were very few, and you can see some dead fish also there. So the question is, what happened in between that such changes happen in river's water? And this is what the chapter is all about. So let's find out. Why does water become dirty? As you all must be knowing that fish can survive better in fresh water, and in the end there were very less fish and some fish were dead. So that means water must be dirty. So how does it become dirty? You saw in the picture that as the river flowed through or near many villages, towns and cities, the water changes. And the reason for that change was that many towns and factories are built near rivers so that they can use water from the river. But sometimes the water is not cleaned before it is put back in the river, and this dirtying of river is called pollution. And now the concept of water pollution comes in. What water pollution actually is? Water pollution can be defined as presence of solid, liquid or gaseous contaminants in such concentration that may alter the quality of water. Water pollution is also defined as an addition to water of an excess material or heat that is harmful to the living organism or which impair the beneficial use of water. Or in easy language, we can say that water pollution is contamination of water bodies. By water bodies, we mean rivers, lakes, oceans, groundwater, etc. to such an extent that it is not useful for human activities. And what is the reason for this contamination? The reason is human activities also. Now we will study some causes of water pollution. First is domestic waste. So in both rural and urban areas, people illegally dump their household wastes directly into water bodies, which pollutes them, as you can see in these pictures also. So one of the reason is dumping of household wastes into water. The second reason is sewage waste. So domestic households, industries and agriculture practices produce wastewater that can cause pollution of many rivers and lakes. So treating sewage water is a big priority. So second reason is sewage water. Third reason is solid wastes. Solid waste cause blockage in flow of water. It causes water as well as air pollution, and polythene is the main source of solid waste. As you all must be knowing students that polythene is a persistent material, so its effects are of long term, and they get into soil and slowly release toxic chemicals, and they eventually break down into the soil, with the unfortunate result being that animals eat them and often choke and die. So the third reason is solid waste. Next is industrial waste. Industrial waste containing paper waste, rubber, metallic, aluminium waste, etc. is drawn directly into water, which pollutes water. Next one is acid rain. Sulfur dioxide SO2 emits from factories. Then there will be clouds with sulfuric acid which cause acid rain, and acid rain harms vegetation and water life. The next cause is oil industry. So oceans are polluted by oil on daily basis from oil spills and dumping. As you all must be knowing that oil cannot dissolve in water and form a thick sludge in the water. This suffocate fish and blocks light from photosynthetic aquatic plants. So ultimately pollute water bodies. So next cause is oil industry. Next cause is religious means. Immersion of deities into water and other religious practices also pollutes water. Now, what are the effects of water pollution? First is death of aquatic organisms. Many aquatic animals dies because of water pollution. Next is rivers are changed into dustbin. Our water bodies are losing their beauty because of water pollution. Next is shortage of drinking water. As you all must be knowing that rivers, lakes and underground water are main source of drinking water for human being, and if these gets polluted, then definitely there will be shortage of drinking water in future. Some diseases also spread because of water pollution. And finally, human beings are also affected by this process as well. People can get diseases such as hepatitis by eating seafood that has been poisoned. In many poor nations, there is always outbreak of cholera and diseases as a result of poor drinking water treatment from contaminated waters. Now the question is what you can do as a student, as a child, what you can do to avoid water pollution and to minimize its effect. First is turn off running water. You have to use water wisely. Do not keep the tap running when not in use. Also, you can reduce the amount of water you can use in washing and bathing. If we all do this, we can significantly prevent water shortage and reduce the amount of dirty water that needs treatment. Secondly, be cautious of what you pour in your sink, flush down your toilets. So you are not supposed to flush some material like needles, medicines, wipes, cotton swabs, etc. into your flush or sinks. Next, you have to participate in cleanups. So there are many river cleanup programs goes on. You have to participate in them and encourage other also to get more people to participate in. Next is there are many things that dissolve in the sea water. Some of these can be very harmful to our bodies. So what you have to do, it is very important to clean the water before drinking it. And one of the best way is to boil the water. So these are the things that you can do to minimize the effect of water pollution. Now the questions for you are what is water pollution? Now you all must be knowing what water pollution actually is. You can write definition also. What are the causes of water pollution? And the third one is what can you do to minimize the effect of water pollution? So all these answers you must be knowing by now. So that's all. I hope you must have learned something new today. Thank you so much for watching.